Hey Tube, welcome back. Today we continue the second approach of solving this problem, problem number 88. So let me reset everything. Problem number 88, merge sorted array. You are given two integers, arrays nums1 and nums2, sorted in non-decreasing order, and two integers, m and n, representing the numbers of elements in nums1 and nums2 respectively. Merge nums1 and nums2 into single array sorted in non-decreasing order. The final sorted array should not be returned by the function, but instead be sorted inside the array nums1. To accommodate this, nums1 has a length of m plus n, where the first m elements donate the elements that should be merged, and the last n elements are set to 0 and should ignore nums2, and also nums2 has the length of n. Okay, so nums1 have the length of n, nums2 have the length of n, and for example, we have this example here. We have these two arrays and we merge them to nums1. We merge them in the non-decreasing order, so make sure that they are sorted, and the same here and here, and it's a quite easy to understand and easy to solve. But today we try to implement a new approach, which will be let me copy everything here and try to talk about it. So let's just go here. Okay, I have an example already. Okay, that's great. Let's take the rubber here and just. So what should we do actually in this way? That we could use like what we can call pointers, 3 pointers approach. So we create a copy of nums1, because if we would try to copy everything in nums1, so we want to create a copy of nums1 to make sure that we are not using the values of nums1, and we try to create 3 pointers, one for each element, one for each array. We have 3 arrays. We're starting from the beginning here and here, and we say, okay, so if which is bigger or which is smaller. So or if let's say that if b2 is sorry, if b1 is smaller than b2, let's say that this is b1, pointer number 1, and this is b2, pointer number 2, and this is b3, pointer number 3. If the element in b1 is smaller than b2, let's just add here, so we add 1. And we increase 1, increase 0.1. So 0.1 right now it would be here, and 0.2 it's still as it is. So if 0.1 is smaller than 0.2, that wasn't the case, so we add this one here, we add the 0.2 here too, and we add 2, and we increment 1, so 0.2 right now will be here. 2 smaller than 5, yes, so 2, and we continue, and b1 will be at 3. If 3 is smaller than 6, that's than 5, yeah, that's right, so 3, and we have 5 and 6 remaining, so we just add them, and that's it. So this is the way that we will do it. Let's see how we do this in the code. Let's see. So we should have 3 pointers. First, we want to create a copy. So const nums1 copy, and it will equals nums1 dot slice from 0 to m. Okay, and I will have 2 pointers, so let b1 equals 0, let b2 equals 0, and the third pointer in the it will be not 2 0, and the third pointer will be in the loop. So I'll say, okay, for loop let b3, which will equal 0, we're starting from the beginning, and I'll say, okay, b3 is less than m plus n, and B3 plus plus. Okay. And I would say, okay, so we also need to ensure that B1 and B2 aren't overbounded to aren't over the boundaries of the respective arrays. So we want to make sure that, because we increment it. So I would say if B2, because B2 is within, is bigger than or equals n, if that was the case, or the B1 is smaller than m, that means there are values and there are elements in nums1 copy to loop through, and nums nums1 copy of B1 is smaller than nums2 of B2, and if that was the case, nums1 of B3 will equals nums1 copy of B1 and B1 plus plus. Else I will say nums1 of B3 will equals nums2 of B2 and B2 plus plus, and that's it. Let's see if it will work. Run. Oh, wrong answer. Everything was wrong. Why it's 0? Why I didn't add the last element? There is something wrong here. Let's see why. Plus n. Yeah, let's submit and see. Okay, it did work. Okay, let's try to read how this works. Basically, first we start by making a copy of first m elements in nums1. Okay, in first m elements in nums1, and store them in nums1 copy. This is done by preverse the original values in nums1 that might get overwritten during the merging process. So because of that, we make sure that we're saving the values. After that, we initialize two pointers, P1 and P2, to keep track of the current position of nums1 copy and nums2 respectively. And after that, we iterate through the merged array, which has the length of m plus n, where m is the length of the nums1 copy and n is the length of nums2. In each iteration, we compare the element of nums1 copy P1 and nums2 B2. We also need to ensure that B1 and B2 are within the boundaries of their respective arrays. After that, we write the smaller elements to nums1 at position B and increment respectively pointer B1 and B2. And we continue this process until we have merged all elements from both arrays into nums1. The merged arrays in nums1 is now sorted because we have inserted the elements in ascending order while comparing the merged them. So that's it for this video, and I hope you like my content. If you like my content, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss a video, and see you guys in future problems.